I've had concussions and I've experienced them.
Paul Homer knows a thing or two about concussions. He played football at the University of Washington.
Giving a homer again, he dives, he's in, touchdown Husky!
Today, he is a second-year student in the UNMC College of Medicine. He spent last summer researching traumatic brain injuries in the lab of Dr. Matt Kelso, an assistant professor in the College of Pharmacy.
I want to be a part of the research that goes into if there could be a treatment or recognizing concussions earlier so parents feel more comfortable with putting their kids into this kind of game.
This is really interesting, and how we have someone who, has a real personal connection with what's going on right now in the traumatic brain injury field, who wants to now do research.
He knows this is a complicated issue, not just scientifically, but emotionally too. He knows there is a lot more to learn.
The brain is such a complicated organ, and we don't know much about the brain in general, and now we're putting an injury to it. What we do know is there's a lot of studies going into how to treat and how to recognize this injury.
Our preliminary data suggests that we can still detect, that our method is sensitive enough to detect this mild injury.
His passion for studying traumatic brain injuries started during his playing days at Washington.
So I would see athletes that came in and I saw them test them out, and every athlete that comes in starts out saying, "I'm fine," but they have tests that they can objectively measure. They can see if somebody should sit out or not. And so I got to see that, and that was very interesting to me. I also wanted to look into it further, and so that's what I did.
Homer hopes the work he did last summer will have a direct connection to what goes on not only on the football field, but other sports as well. He is hopeful that the research he is doing with Dr. Kelso will someday help find a treatment for brain injuries.
So this is definitely a model that could be used to look at drug therapies or look at any other therapy and then have it gradually move up into clinical trials.